There's a simple question that I could ask if someone is saying, I can't read all this literature on theistic evolution and the historicity of Genesis 1. I'm so confused by the abundance of literature, I don't know what to believe. And I would just ask this simple question. Do you think that God caused the history of the beginning of the world to be written in such a way that you can understand it? Or do you think He caused it to be written in such a way that only highly trained scientists in the 21st century could understand what it was really intended to tell us? Well, I think that it was written so that ordinary readers throughout history could have a pretty good idea of what Genesis 1 to 3 means and how it tells us where all living things came from. Another way of putting that is to say, do you think that God wanted to explain to people where the world came from and where plants and animals came from and where we came from as human beings? It is important to recognize what is actually happening here. Proponents of theistic evolution are claiming, in essence, that there are whole areas of human knowledge about which they will not allow the Bible to speak with authority. They will allow the Bible to speak to us about salvation, but not about the origin of all living things on the earth, not about the origin of human beings, the origin of moral evil in the human race, the origin of human death, the origin of natural evil in the world, the perfection of the natural world as God originally created it, and even the nature of Christ's own personal involvement as the creator of all things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, as Colossians 1:16 says. These are massive areas of human knowledge affecting our outlook on our entire lives. Yet theistic evolution has decreed that the Bible cannot authoritatively speak to us about these areas of human knowledge. These topics are the exclusive domain of modern naturalistic scientists, and they are off limits for God to speak to us about. But do Christians today really want to accept a theory that decrees that God is not allowed to speak to us about these vast areas of human knowledge? The appropriate response to such a claim would seem to be God's challenge to Job. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding.